If you're a dad, the following might sound familiar. Mornings come too soon after short nights of interrupted sleep. Breakfast is usually a rushed bowl of cereal or a quick pastry and coffee combo on the go. Throughout the day, juggling work and family leaves you grabbing whatever you can find, from vending machine snacks and sugary treats from the office break room to fast food from the corner takeout spot near work. Next, when it's dinner time, especially if both of you and your wife work, the last thing you want to do is cook a complex, healthy meal. So it's either takeout or something quick like microwavable pizza or mac and cheese, which never really satisfy you. Therefore, the moment the kids fall asleep, you're once again in the kitchen, raiding the pantry for cookies or chips or whatever gives you a quick relief after a long day full of responsibilities and zero personal time. But we get it, especially with all the nutrition and fitness gurus and influencers making you believe that proper nutrition has to be extreme or consisting of perfectly arranged, vibrant, colorful, and multi-ingredient meals that take a shit ton of time to prepare. It's hard to find the motivation to change your diet. Here's the thing though, nutrition is only complicated if you make it. The truth is that even if you want great results, you don't have to go carnivore, vegan, or fasting like Jesus. Your meals don't have to be pretty, neither are mine or Coach John's, and it only takes fixing the basics to see a huge difference in your energy, mood, focus, performance, and recovery. So what I say is screw all those self-proclaimed nutrition experts and influencers spending half their day in the kitchen making fancy meals just to stop you from scrolling on Instagram, and let me help you focus on simple meals and basic nutritional guidelines that work for every busy dad's lifestyle. So to help you accomplish this, I've organized all of our core nutritional principles in 3 main strategies, the same strategies that we use in our one-on-one coaching, which once mastered make a fat-burning and muscle-building diet both simple and sustainable even on the busiest of days. Combine that with 1.5 to 2 hours of smart weekly strength training, and carving a rugged, strong and lean dad physique is simply a matter of time. By the way, if you want a calisthenics routine that is as simple and as practical as today's nutritional strategies, a routine that can be done anywhere with just a set of gymnastic rings and taking only 90 minutes of total training per week, make sure you download our new free program, Rugged 90. Once again, it's absolutely free and you can find a link in the top pinned comment below. Strategy number 1, eat like an adult. So what does this mean? Well, it's pretty simple and you already kind of know what I mean. Still, let's break it down to 2 habits. Habit A is eat real food. Starting your day with a bowl of perfectly shaped and identical carb pellets, aka cereal for example, is eating like a child. Yes, even if the box they came out of says stuff like, whole grain and low sugar. Personally, cereal is what I eat as a cheat meal when I'm trying to gain weight. Other than that, I don't see any use for it. Instead, what is going to keep you full is real food, mostly high in protein and as minimally processed as possible. Things such as lean cuts of meat, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, legumes, quality bacon, baked potatoes, rice, and some raw nuts and fruit. And lastly, remember that you're not just doing this for yourself. Your kids are always watching every bite you take. Like little mirrors, they become a reflection of your choices. So remember that when you choose convenience over health, you're teaching habits that can stick with them for the rest of their life. In our coaching, snagging is one of the biggest enemies we come across with our busy dad trainees, to the point that sometimes just getting rid of that seems to be enough to trigger weight loss in the beginning. As I like to tell my trainees, snacks are basically band-aids for boredom, just a bad habit and a way to add novelty to your day rather than a way to curb your hunger, since real primal hunger takes a lot more than just a few hours of not eating. So don't worry unless you are a diabetic or you have some other medical condition. Nothing bad will happen to you if you skip a snack. Instead, before you grab that Snickers bar or that 500 calorie coffee from Starbucks, try either going for a quick, refreshing walk or drinking half a liter of water with a pinch of salt, since your body will probably benefit a lot more from some movement or hydration rather than pointless processed calories. After that, if you give it a couple of minutes, you'll quickly realize that what you thought was hunger was just a dopamine craving and you were never truly hungry in the first place. To make your life easier with practicing the above, something that is also mandatory in the beginning of our one-on-one online coaching program is what we call a kitchen cleanup. Just like you wouldn't have cocaine around you if you were a recovering drug addict, you shouldn't keep crappy foods that do not support your goals in the house. So, other than protein shakes, remove all liquid calories, such as soda and sweetened drinks and snacks and highly processed foods you are prone to overeating. Either we're talking about popcorn, chips, cookies, cereals, chocolates, nuts that are not raw at least, and high calorie dressings. These are all things that need to go in most cases. Because no matter how disciplined you can be during the first days of your diet, when cravings strike and stress hits the fan, you are probably at some point going to break. By the way, if you are feeling overwhelmed, just trying to put all this into practice on your own, if you feel that you'd benefit from a more custom nutritional and exercise plan that fits your busy dad lifestyle, if you need that extra accountability to stay consistent until you can make a change that sticks, but you are also ready to put in serious work, invest in yourself, your health, and your fitness by trying something different this year, you can always find a link below with an application to learn more about our one-on-one coaching. This way we can book a free consultation call, see if this is a good fit for both of us, and take it from there. If you spend a bit of extra time the next few days to get organized with your nutrition, the following approach will become your secret weapon for making your diet as effortless as possible. This is a game-changing yet simple 3-step process that in our coaching we call automating your personal menu. When it comes to ideal meal frequency for busy dads trying to lose weight, you want to choose between 2 to 3 meals per day. Less than 2 meals and your body won't maximize protein absorption, which is important for building and maintaining muscle, and more than 3 meals is usually not practical while also making overeating easier. If you're wondering what your meals should look like and if you want to get leaner but also maintain muscle rather than just getting skinny fattier and at the same time feeling miserably hungry, in a nutshell, protein and veggies should be the stars of the show. As a matter of fact, if you want to put your weight loss on steroids, skipping all carbs during the day and saving them for your dinner, in other words, what we call intermittent carb fasting, is the way to go. This is my favorite approach when I'm trying to get lean, since intermittent carb fasting helps you have more stable energy levels across the day. It helps you experience less hunger on a calorie deficit, since protein is the #1 satiating macronutrient. It helps you maximize fat loss while minimizing muscle loss, or even help you build muscle if you're a beginner. It makes it easier to hit your protein intake, which most busy dads fail to reach. And lastly, saving your carbs for the end of the day allows you some extra flexibility when it comes to having dinner with your family, while helping you take the edge off at the end of a long day, since carbs boost serotonin and by extension to that, your melatonin levels, which can help you sleep better later on. For all meals except dinner, we suggest sticking to 1 or 2 meal options and streamlining the prep and cooking process. This approach will help you avoid overeating and stay more in tune with your hunger cues, since too much variety always leads to overconsumption. This way, you'll also limit the endless food debates in your head, giving your mind less leverage to bargain for choices that do not support your goals. And this is why both Coach John and I have been eating the same 2 or 3 meal variations from Monday till Friday forever. In summary, once you decide what you'll be having every day up to your dinner, you can set it and forget it. Basically, for the rest of the year, it's literally one decision that eliminates 1,000, or as Coach John says, set it once and automate for life. Doing a full meal prep before the week starts is a great habit if you can stick to it. Still, if like me, sometimes you just hate spending Sunday in the kitchen, something else that works great is focusing on 1 or 2 weekly protein preps. This way, prepping most of your protein for the week can take as little as 20 minutes, and it still simplifies your nutrition immensely. Once you have that set up, you can quickly saute or air fry some veggies while warming up your meat patties or chicken breasts in the microwave, and your meal can be daily ready in less than 10 minutes. At the end of the day, if you eat more than you burn, you will not lose any weight, no matter how clean you eat or how much you train. This is why having a system to figure out how much food you should be consuming on a daily basis is essential. The most popular way to do this is counting calories, which can be a very effective yet short-term way to lose or gain weight, but it rarely works as a lifelong practice. At the end of the day, most people don't want to track everything they eat down to the last gram for the rest of their life. This is why I'm personally a bigger fan of hand portioning, which is the system that we successfully use in our coaching. This is a system developed by Precision Nutrition, where you simply use your hand as a personalized tool to estimate your portions and macros of the day. Plus, your hands are with you everywhere you go, making it a very practical tool when eating outside. Once you master this system, it's super easy to practice long-term, and unless you are a professional bodybuilder, I don't see a reason why not to simplify calorie tracking this way. Lastly, a very, very common mistake that dads fall into all the time is having their weekends destroy all the progress they make during the weekdays. The truth is that the weekend accounts for 30% of your week's nutrition. At Friday night, on top of that, which is kind of the weekend gateway day, and you've already compromised nearly half of your week. Now, there are strategies to still have some fun on the weekend without destroying all your hard work, but this is a topic for a separate video, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to cover this in the near future. That was all for today. Once again, if you are a busy dad looking to build muscle without joining the gym, if you want to get your diet in order to drop fat and improve your overall health, all that incorporated in a realistic plan that respects your demanding lifestyle, then you might be interested in our online coaching program, the Dadbod Demolition Project. So if you're tired of your current situation and you want to make a change fast, fill in the application below and we can get in touch, have a free consultation call, and take it from there. If you have any other questions, leave them below. I always do my best to get back to every single one of you. And until next time, keep on training.